And we should be live. Hopefully nobody fucked
man,
up
your
anything
CPU is
stupid like that.
fast.
I'm the host. I know what it is because it changes my loading thing.
Right. We've been over this, haven't we?
Alright.
Gross.
At least like 10
Oh,
times.
sweet, I got Cybran.
Oh, we see.
I wonder if everyone's gonna go for that T2 Navy.
Alright. We got Holy Redeemer in the bottom right corner playing the yellow
man.
Cybran. We have in the red Cybran. In the bottom left corner we have Off Kilter. And in the top right we have Kai as the pink Cybran. And what do you goddamn motherfucking know? We got Avenger in the top right going the gray Cybran. And this is Cybran all around on the Cybran Glaciers. We don't
I'm
know
glad I remembered to keep score off. That
how
would've been
many
awkward.
of these people have had me muted, but we got the Mumble banner in the background, so this should be an interesting cast for you folks. I hope you all enjoy.
For all the viewers of this live cast, Yogg is gay.
That's
God.
backwards. Oh, well, they can't see the observer chat.
Here's where I'm debating whether to be early aggressive to prevent expansion. But I feel like if I do that, you guys will be like, no, fuck you, gang up on me.
Yeah, that's the
sounds
problem.
alright.
When you're in a free-for-all map, it's a
Unless
balance between
I
going
find the right
aggressive and
target.
trying to put pressure on the enemies and going eco and Navy
I thought we were
not
doing
being
an
so
alliance.
aggressive.
Oh. Rejected.
At least I
What?
got a lot
You
of beer to
rejected me.
drink.
It's not nice.
Yep. I'm breaking up with you. Wait, hold on.
What?
Well, it's probably for the best, because Kai was definitely going to go to jail for having an illegitimate relationship. Well, I guess Off Kilter is 19, so their relationship is legal. You know, 1v1 bud buddies for life. But here we have, in the bottom right corner, we have no second factory from Off Kilter. Interesting. He's not going for the strong engineering from the get-go. And we have the same from Holy Redeemer. I don't think there's going to be a lot of spam in this. It's more of a tech up and see what you can do in this sort of game. We have the second air from Kai going for more of an earlier aggressive play. And we have no movement as of yet to any of these outside islands. We'll see how these players shape up as the game moves forward. Oh yes. See? When we have the good manners from Kai, die in a fireball. Y'all should too, he says. But the pink, the gray, the red, and the yellow, all in a game of harmony here on Cybran Glaciers. And the score, Avenger heading up early with a 1.2k, and Cat with a 1.1, and I'll kill
Crickets.
also with a 1.2, and 9.15 for Holy Redeemer, sitting at a cool 500 ranking. We see it coming on
Why's
down
everyone
to
so
early naval plays from a Holy Redeemer, with just
I
a
don't know, I never thought
one
much.
ACU and a one engineer. We have the engineers moving out early for Off Kilter to this island in between him and Holy Redeemer. This could put him into play for this island. We could see some early infighting between these people. As the fight escalates, people may spend more on the battle than they would have gotten had they just had they just allowed the other player to keep these mexes. And I think that we're going to see, as the game unfolds, I think we're going to be seeing some fighting between Kai and Avenger, and some fighting between Off Kilter and Holy Redeemer. And what I think is going to happen is Avenger is going to put up more of a fight for Kai than Holy Redeemer is going to put up a fight for Off Kilter. We see Kai with the earlier air, the drop of the engineers, which is
At least we don't have to
so
worry about
typical
floaty tank spam.
for this map.
Why don't any of my tanks float?
They just sink, man.
We're too heavy and fat.
Exactly. Cybran engineering at its finest.
What? Get out here, Avenger. No one likes you.
That's the
I know.
spirit. The hate is real, and the map is large. And we have the ego growing up slowly here.
Where's that transport going?
We do not have. We have just that one mass exchange. We have some T2
I don't know what you're
on
talking
the
about.
way for Kai. we don't have Eco because this is one of those live casts. That way we get the Mumble banner on the other side. I don't have as much information as you would on a replay cast, but since it is live, we do have certain advantages. We have Air going over.
Are you still
There he
chasing
is.
a
Kai, and I'm
Kai,
kind
you're
of
just chasing a
surprised.
scout. Like, are you serious?
Oh, is that what he's doing?
That's what your interceptor is doing.
I thought I was
Hunt
scouting.
that shit down, man. Hunt
I
that
know
shit
he's
down.
chasing an. Yeah, he was doing that.
Well, he's silly.
It's my desk so full of beer cans, it's hard to even put the beer I'm drinking down for a second. We've got Kai with early eco lead. We have Avenger coming up and pulsing this out. Are these players going in a clockwise formation or counterclockwise formation? Holy Redeemer a little bit slow on the eco expansion, and we see his score dip accordingly. We have off
That's
kills
apparently
in the
what
lead
my
at
interceptor is doing,
5.2.
too.
We have Kai in second at 4.2, but we will see how that unfolds
Silly.
with the aggression and such. We do have a bomber making enemies. That's the thing that you gotta be aware. In a free-for-all map, do you really want to be aggressive? Or is it better to allow your enemies to fight each other? And perhaps you eco and then pick up the pieces. We have epic, what's it called? Voice patterns from Paul here going on. Pick up the pieces. And we have this bomber moving on down towards this lower base. How much damage is he really going to be able to do? We're talking about 3 passes for each mass extractor, and he's just going to identify himself in Off-Kilter's mind that perhaps Avenger is a guy that he wants to be fighting against. And we have Kai moving in here with a drop. Are we going to see a PD? Because that's what I'd like to see here. A PD, early PD. PD, 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 yeah. PD, little PD. Build that PD. PD kills Engineer. Kai gets 2 bases, an extra 8 mass, and he also denies it from Avenger, but you gotta think, it's not a 1v1. He doesn't quite deny it from Avenger. It's like, almost like 8 from everybody. So he gets 4, they lose 2, he gains 10. Not 16, he gains just the 10. But, it's not bad. 10 mass a second for that auto gun at around the same cost as a factory, about, I think it's what's 400 500 mass, something like that. So we're talking about 2 or 3 minutes plus the mexes, so about 5 minutes worth of mass right there. But I mean, 5 minutes rate of return. Kai's investing in the future, and we also have a reclaim on that engineer that he may be able to secure. And we do have half-built nexus here, because this is a Cybran on Cybran matchup here on Cybran Glaciers. We have a little bit of early Navy coming out from Kai Draken. He is dropping his engineers in the central aisle, making an early play for the early eco. Using that cheap eco, he doesn't have to upgrade his mexes. He can just use these mexes to upgrade his home mexes. And then when these mexes are destroyed, he will still have the benefit that they have given him. Because at about 70 mass each, they don't take very long for the T1 mechs to pay off for him. You have the frigate over here having trouble. He can't quite range up in this hill and do quite a little bit of damage. He out shooting that down. He's gonna get that out max there do. And that is doing it, and that is good. And we have kind of a stalemate. There's a little bit of peace on the glacier. Because the glacier is peaceful. It's quiet. It's calm. It's relaxed. Ice just moves very slowly. It's a pressure and time thing, and like, well, the pressure is always there. You gotta remember the time. And that's what's about Cybran Glaciers. We have a little bit of an air threat car developing over here. It's mostly scouts. Off-Kilter wants to know what's going on. Because I have to think, as Off-Kilter, that perhaps that the lower rank player may be more of an eco whore. But in a free-for-all, eco whoring can be more beneficial than it is in a team game or a 1v1. So you definitely want to check out those lower ranked players in the free-for-all to see what they are doing. It's interesting that he has not checked out Kai Drake over here. He's not been up on this. Kai is typing. Who is he typing to? I don't know, but he's not typing to somebody in this game. We can hear him tap, 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 tap. And when he's got the Navy moving out, he's definitely got the Navy advantage. We wouldn't be surprised to see Salem's moving on out shortly. We do have T2 developing from Kai Drake over here. We have T2 already, and we have the first Salem coming out from Avenger. The problem is, with this one frigate, and frigates moving in from Kai, he may be able to deny the land factory together. We have a Salem coming out from off kilter with a few support. Tech 1 factories giving some frigate spam to just suck up that damage. We have T1 from Holy Redeemer. Not a Clan Roth member, you can tell, because he does not have the ROF at the beginning. Definitely a telltale sign. And as we move forward in this game, you'll see he's got a lot of subs going on up here, and he is bringing in the Jesters. Tech 1 Cybran gunship, definitely a mobile unit. Does a lot of DPS at the Tech 1 level. Nice HP, stays in the area to allow it to do that damage to the ground, and he does clear out, I do believe, and these are the T1 interceptors coming on in to clear out that stuff. There is an air presence from off kilter. He engages the airway and takes them down with frigate support. I believe he's going to win this engagement, perhaps, but the denied mass of off kilter, that 6 mass, has already been about 30 seconds. That is a significant payoff. I don't know. If the problem is this not being a 1v1, you gotta think the payoff of denied mass is only a quarter of what it would be in a 1v1. Because all you're doing is weakening this one guy, and these other 2 guys are standing to benefit. So if you can't make it 4 times as mass efficient for your harass, it's probably not worth doing. And we get back into the mass here, and we have T2 Corsairs laying down some fire. That was a T2 max going down. T1 max. You can see that Corsair fire. Bombing the bombers. That's how you know things are going right. But all of those Corsairs go down. The T1 and air turret. A little bit of mass, and that is a significant deposit. We'll see if he is on the ball and he reclaims that or not. It's a Cybran game. We do see the early Silent, not the early Salem from Khan. So that is definitely surprising. I believe that this is a Salem. Yeah. We have subs over here, and we have frigates over here. It's mostly T2. We have some early Salems from off kilter. Not so much early at the 12-minute mark, but we have some Salems on the field. We have frigates laying down some fire on these flags from
if only they wouldn't shoot the cliff.
Exactly. If only they wouldn't shoot the cliff. See, and then we have these bombers coming in response and the Jesters, but I don't think it's going to be incredibly effective. A lot of these bombers aren't even getting any bombs off before they get in range. So far, he's not even taking much damage. Just fire from the Jester. Not a lot of damage. And we have a T1 Navy assembling Fort Kai. He does not, as of yet, have any sonar, which is interesting because sonar is very cheap for the energy, and I would expect that these players would be getting a sonar in the water, the mobile tavern sonar. You get a sonar up in here on this area, and you can really see what's going down. Is what you can see. And we have Kai with 2 islands, this island here and this middle island, and denying the island from Avenger, maybe weakening Avenger, maybe setting him up for the early fall. If Kai can destroy Avenger and take his lands, perhaps he can use that lead to then get himself in a position where he can defeat both of these players, or they too join forces against them. But at this point, they are not joined, and Holy Redeemer using the subs against those frigates, not getting any response other than that which the destroyer will send out. And I think the destroyer will be able to clean up these subs, and it is laying down an excellent amount of fire, already taking down these mexes. There is mostly T1 here Holy Redeemer is still working on his ego. He's more of a new player here. What does Kai have to say? These guys are definitely quiet in the game here. We have some mexes upgrading at this point. It's hard. I got a T2. I got another T1, T2, T2. Interesting. He's got some adjacency on his T2 air. We see some cormorants being built here. We're gonna have the T2 torpedo bombers getting into the action here. We have Salem's pulling away from frigates. But then we gotta remember that the Cybran T2 Salem destroyer cannot fire backwards, only the torpedoes. So the frigates are laying down the fire, and all they're getting in return is a little bit of torpedo damage. Once this thing makes the turn, and the main gun is able to lay down the pain will be felt, and Avenger able to lay waste to what was Kai's lucrative expansion in the center. We have Off Kilter with the Salem on land, their dirtiest navy of them all. I'm not really a boat, I'm actually walking on your island. I may not be moving really fast, but baby, I'm moving along. But they're just laying it down. We see this Cybran. The torpedo sonar does not work on the land, but he does have decent anti-air, and I would not be surprised to be able to see this Salem laying down some fire here. What I am actually surprised to see is that this Salem is not moving with frigate escorts around this outside to lay some more cover fire over here, because to cripple Holy Redeemer may be a more valuable usage of this Salem. While this Salem is definitely doing some work on the land to deny.
How about you pick on someone your own size?
Exactly.
You're the one attacking me.
Yep.
The funny thing is, though, with this air, we may see a Salem wreck to reclaim. Salem wrecks are one of those classic wrecks that you find on maps far and wide. To reclaim, we may see a Salem wreck to reclaim for a Holy Redeemer. We have a lot of flak, and this air is coming on down. Where does it drop? It looked like it went up to that air factory, but those Corsairs are going down pretty hard. Kai, pretty defensive here. He still has engineering on that central island, able to rebuild those mexes. I wouldn't be surprised if his eco is significantly higher than all the rest. Off Kilter is definitely tempering his aggression here and making sure that he's not used too much of his power to go after Holy Redeemer, and that he saves some to go after the Kai Drake. You gotta do those dramatic pauses after the Kai Drake. And we have Kai with some Salems here. They look so cute. And the Salem is sailing across the land. Salem! And then we have the figures going along here. And Avenger sitting right back here with the Cybran and a little bit of Air Force. Maybe making a little bit more of a defensive position up in the top right corner. But perhaps he's trying to eco a little bit harder. Maybe perhaps get something interesting out. I'm not sure. On this map, you see, a Cybran T3 Air can be very, very powerful with that activatable stealth can be. Because an Omni may be very powerful on this map, but that is quite a bit of power, and there's only a few spots that you can put it on.
Is anyone else laughing at the fact that Colby wanted us to mute him so we could talk shit to each other and no one's talking shit?
Wait, Colby.
Not Colby, Yogg.
You guys aren't talking anywhere near enough shit to each other. You guys should be talking a lot more shit to each other. That's what I have to say about that. I don't know if any of you are cheating and you don't have me muted, but, I mean, if you are, the smack talk level in this game is definitely underwhelming. But we have these frigates going on in here. A little bit of on aggression, but send a little message to Kai, tell them the smack talk is definitely underwhelming. Hopefully they'll pick it up here. And we have Kai sitting on a little healthy
What's your destroyer doing over
map
here?
map control lead here.
What are your frigates doing over here?
Settling into the free-for-all diplomacy dance as they all decide that maybe I shouldn't waste all of my army attacking the other guy. But we'll see how it goes down here on Cybran Glaciers with your host, Yacht. Playing a little free-for-all here. We got the frigates pushing Holy Redeemer off of this island over here. A healthy amount of frigates over here. We got Salem, Siren, Sam. I think with the spread here, we definitely got the sonar to see whether or not something is coming. And I think that in this position, Kai is in the advantage. He has those two extra islands here and here that he can use. Ooh, he's getting T2 masses on these islands. I would have thought that he would have been getting some T3 mexes on some of these interior masses. Like this and this. Those are the ones, and this. These are the ones you need to get mass up to level 3. That's what I think. And I think that, well, this is, what's it called? Cybran, so we can't build no kennels. It's just a hive, so it's hard to assist your navy with the build power enhancement buildings needed should Cybran rest. But I would think there would be perhaps a play for T3 air. I am surprised that given 20 minutes here on a free-for-all map, I have not, as of yet, seen anybody go for a rest. And Kai and Off-Kilter do have a little notify mod, and they're not going to remember to turn that off. So that's just going to be in there, and I'm going to be able to see. So nobody's gone for rest, nobody's gone for T2, nobody's gone for anything yet. They're just all sitting here. I'm surprised we don't see a little bit of more action. Kai dropping maybe some more engineers over here, picking up some T1 maxes. Just some T1 maxes will be able to make this pay Kai money. Kai could be getting 8 mass a second coming out of this island in here. That's almost a T1 max to a T2 max. That's just, he could have a 1 extra max upgrade at any point in time. You have a lot of T1 maxes over here. You could have a half a T2 max upgrade. You could have some things going on for him. We do have some of them cormorants, the T2 Cybran bombers going on down. We have the Sparrows.
What are your frigates doing over there?
Taking down these frigates. These frigates are about to basically become reclaimed for adventure. So this is a little bit of a feat going on here. We do
My
have the
frigates do what they want.
Down, my figure down, gonna do what they want to do. Down, going on up on in here and now, because I'm a down for that. They're gonna figure them themselves out to be what that is. And we do have T3 air for Off-Kilter. I missed that because I do not pay close enough attention. And I am surprised. Off-Kilter is upgrading his eco to the max, to the skills, to the awesomeness. He does have, at this point he has the Navy, but he has the Navy by such a slim margin. Such a slim margin. Just this whittle bit of a Navy over here. This might not be the best of all of the live casts, but you know, well, I hope you're entertained, because I'm definitely trying to entertain you, so I hope you all enjoy this. Rocking it out. We got some Barracudas over here. I'd be interested to see these Barracudas move out here, but what is he really going to gain from map control? Is he going to fight Kai? He needs to get that island. If he's going to get that island, he wants to kill units so that he can... I need to drink more beer so that I can be more drunk and I can be more loving and what's it called? All those things so that y'all like these things more and you're happier. But we have Salem's mixed in amongst the T1 down here for Off-Kilter. We have T2, 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 T2. Off-Kilter pretty unharassed, basically left alone. Santa Salem down this way. Holy Redeemer, good for him, has rebuilt his situation. We do see the T1 spy planes. We don't have any anti-air native to this island. Interestingly, I'd figure you'd just be like, you know, don't even, like, come on. I can't let you just fly scouts over here. Like, but we have the T1 interceptors on defense for Avenger. We have the Cormorants in force. We do not have, as of yet, a lot of Air Force for Kai. We do have Revenant. And I am interested. But there is, as of yet, he does have RAS. He must have turned it off. I must not see it for observers. We have RAS for Kai. We have RAS for Off-Kilter. We have no RAS. We have RAS for Avenger. So we have RAS for 3 out of 4 players. Holy Avenger falling a little bit behind in the power situation right now. Off-Kilter gets the
What's happening
KO.
over there?
Yeah,
Yeah, he stratted me because I wasn't paying attention.
exactly. Off-Kilter not paying attention, getting the strat to his face. Yeah, getting strat, and we see Kai taking out his strongest opponent.
And I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised
you're in
either.
observer mode now.
Yeah.
Kai taking out Off-Kilter. I don't know if he's been mooted yet. We'll see if we have any response from Off-Kilter.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm here. I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I was really surprised as that game unfolded that Kai was able to take that center island, as well as, like...
Yeah, no, I figured he would, but I was too lazy.
Yeah, when you had that Salem in Holy Redeemer's base, but...
Yeah, I mismicroed that. It got too close and I didn't cover it with air enough.
I was surprised. I was thinking that you were gonna... Maybe it would have been better if you took that Salem around on the water, towards the edge, with your frigates.
Yeah, I probably should have. I mean, I expected... But, I mean, there was stuff in the water, so I could have just dodged that.
Rapier 31.
I mean,
Hi,
then
guys.
dying from air and nothing else.
What's up,
Hi,
Mr.
Rapier.
Rapier? One
How's
of the
it
things
going?
that I thought was interesting
Good, you?
was, like,
That's good.
yeah, when you're doing like your cost evaluation of like your harassment in like a free for all, it's like you gotta
Yeah.
figure like it's only a quarter as effective because you're only killing like, you know, or a third
Yeah.
or whatever. So like you're not quite denying as much mass as you can be.
Yeah, somehow, I don't know, I figured I'd die that way, but I wasn't paying enough attention. I didn't actually go hard enough.
I was actually expecting to see the notifies in the chat from both you and Kai, but I guess it doesn't send it to observers. So, and I was like, oh wow, y'all have RAS, and I was like, you guys went like super quiet. There was not a lot of smack talking between all you folks. I was expecting.
Oh wow,
a
you
little
guys
bit
played
more
yeah.
there.
free for all.
Yeah, it's a free for
Yeah.
all. They had me.
I got shot sniped, which is pretty normal for my free-for-all.
Exactly.
Cybran Glaciers, yeah.
Yeah. We definitely got Kai with RAS, we've got Avenger with RAS, we've got Holy Redeemer without the RAS right now. He's falling a little bit further behind, and Kai definitely has the 2 islands to the none. I wouldn't be surprised for Kai to drop on
I mean, like
Off-Kilter's
based on score already, like it's over. Like it's
Yeah.
just way over.
It's just really just a matter of time before the T3 Navy starts to come out for Kai, and
He doesn't
T3
even
Air
need
in
it.
first. Yeah, I could see that. There's not a
Like, he
lot of
doesn't
air
need
on the
it,
field
like-
from the other players.
And like I was constantly stratting Holy Redeemer because he wasn't doing anything about it.
Are you still in
so-
the game, Off-Kilter?
Yeah, no, I'm still in the game.
Yeah, you see that bug?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, the game is over. Like
Oh,
the game,
yeah.
like I like. No, I mean it's just like way over.
Yeah, strategically, yes. Probably.
Sorry guys, but it's just like it's over.
Yeah, I mean, I saw what he has.
I don't think, yeah, we got T1 Air
You
over
did.
here. We do have T2 Air from Avenger, but Cybran T2 Air is not strong
Yes, you can.
anti-air. We've got no
That's a
ground
secret.
anti-air. Maybe a little bit of T1 anti-air. And some TMD. He's got a lot of TMD Avenger. Wow. A lot of TMD.
Yeah, this map is definitely something you want to push here.
Yeah, I mean,
Lot
he
of
doesn't
air.
like Yogg. He doesn't really need it. I mean, you can put a launcher on your main island, but like, I don't know. It doesn't really reach that far. It only reaches to the other side island.
There's not much to do here against this bug. I mean, there's nothing on the ground. We have some SAMs. We have about 4 or 5 SAMs.
But
they're all next to each other, and this bug's just going to be able to straight up kill them. And we also have Corsairs heading in here. What I really liked earlier was I think I saw Kai bomb Avengers bombers.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
It was pretty ironic. They're just lying on the ground, and the Corsairs just came through and just bombed them.
I stratted a whole horde of T1 bombers one time. It was sexy.
Yeah, the Siren's not paying off for Avenger. He's been having that sit in front of his island the whole game here. There we go. Avenger goes down, and I wouldn't be surprised Kai heads right down south and takes down Holy
Wow, your
Avenger.
town was right there the whole time.
Also, Holy Avenger on upgrade right now. It looks like he's trying to get Brass. He's
What you
got
talking
T2 though. Kai can probably hear you off kilter.
Kai, I would like to point out that one of your T1 mass storages is off by 1 square.
Yeah, I know. I noticed it.
I'd just like to point out that you have not storaged another of your T3 mechs.
Storage is for
I don't really
noobs.
think it matters at this point. I'm reclaiming your base.
Well, I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but it's like you miss the little things, and I don't know.
The little things in life.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Later, dude. We're almost done, so don't worry about it. We'll be ready for a new game shortly. This Soul Ripper chugging along. I love the Cybran experimentals. All of the like the waste they send out as they fly along. It's like
I keep on thinking that I need to make units early, and I really don't. Like, I don't know
not
why
in
I
the
keep on
free
doing
for all.
it. Yeah.
This is just beautiful. Like, take the space view and watch this Soul Ripper fly in. It really does look like a cockroach
I
flying
mean,
through
like,
the sky.
he's stalling right now, so...
It doesn't even matter. There's not enough in this guy's base to stop the
Actually, I
Soul
think
Ripper.
there is. I think there is.
And nobody took the middle.
Okay, JK, no.
Well, 7 minutes. Actually,
Almost got that Rast. Shield comes back up. There's no ASF. We have Corsairs shooting at this
He has
one.
cruisers, but okay, the strats.
He used to shoot. Yeah, he's got him. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Got some. Yeah, that's it. And that is game. Hydraken takes it. Takes that early center. Holds his island. Is able to leverage that eco into an early bug and takes the field. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later.